Hello, everyone. This is Chere Cofield, the Stress Manager, and you are tuned in to Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I am super excited. We're at our second week for the new talk show, Stress Less with Chere Cofield, and I hope you guys have your glass of wine or your coffee or your hot tea and your feet are kicked up and you're ready to relax, rejuvenate, and get educated. Tonight's show is going to be phenomenal. We have two great ladies that are going to be my guests tonight, Miss Ayanna Castro and Shameeka Hunt, two dynamic ladies doing some great things in the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area. And I'm so forward to talking to them very shortly. But you know the routine. We always have to do some housekeeping first. So I want to mention that tonight's show is sponsored by some amazing companies. One, of course, we mentioned again last week, Audible.com. They're a leading provider of spoken audio entertainment and information. You can listen to audiobooks wherever and whenever you want to, and you can actually get a free book when you sign up for a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com /MWHYLLC. So make sure you look up audible.com. Also, we are currently surveying our listeners, and we want to learn more about you. So please do me a favor and take a few minutes to visit our website and click on the listener survey link that's found on our home page. And we really appreciate feedback that we can get back from our listeners so that we can give you what you need and what you want every day of the week on May We Help You Radio Network. Also, we want you to assist May We Help You Radio Network. We're trying to raise funds to continue to grow our network. So if you simply text the word SHOP, MWHY, to the number 70000, you'll receive deals on the places that you like to shop for free. And you can cancel the service at any time, but the longer you keep the service, the more earning potential that you're going to have. So, again, I'm going to repeat that. Just merely text the word SHOP, MWHY, to the number 70000. And, again, you'll get deals on places that you like to shop for free. So who doesn't like free? That's one of my favorite words, free. It's in everybody's budget. So we want to shout out those sponsors. We thank you so much for supporting May We Help You Radio Network. It's because of you that I am able to have my radio show as well as all the many network hosts that we have on May We Help You Radio Network. Make sure you guys tune in, maywehelpyouradionetwork.com. You can look at the other shows that are available on our network every day of the week. It's something new and exciting going on. And also make sure you go and you like the Stress Less Radio page also. Anyone that's on the line tonight, make sure that you press 1 if you want to comment or you have any questions for our guest tonight, or if you have a question you want to shout out to me and say, hey, I'm right here. So make sure you press 1 if you'd like to leave a comment or a question. Now, I like to always let you know what's going on in the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area because sometimes we miss some fabulous events just because we are not aware of them. So, of course, the 5th annual Let's Get Serious Health, Wellness, Fitness Expo is taking place on Saturday, April 4th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and I am hosting this event. It's a health, wellness, fitness fair, an event that you can come. It's totally free. It's being held in Timonium, Maryland, and you can get free health testing, free healthy food samples. There's something for everyone in the entire family to do at this event. So come on out. We'd love to have you. We do ask that you register so that we can prepare for the number of people we're going to have. Last year we had 1,200 attendees, and we'd love for you to help our numbers to continue to grow, and we'd love for you to come out and get physically fit with us. We do power workouts. So make sure you go to letsgetserious2015.eventbrite.com. That's letsgetserious2015.eventbrite.com. Another event that I'd like to invite everyone to, it's another free event in the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area, is there's a new book out called Keys to Uncuffed Living, and I am privileged to be one of the authors in this book collaboration along with 9 other authors. and it's a fabulous book telling people ways to live uncuffed. So often we're stuck in this shell, but living uncuffed is so important so that you can be the person you want to be. We're going to be doing a book signing and author meet and greet at Ukazoo Books out in Towson, Maryland on March 21st from 1 to 4 p.m., and their address is 730 Delaney Valley Road. And you can find more information out about that at capricesmith.com if you missed some of the information, or you can just hit me on social media and I'll be sure to share that information with you. Last but not least, there is a amazing telesummit that's coming up by Capri Smith, 24-hour uncuffed telesummit, and it's going to be the entire month of May at 12 noon on the weekdays. It's for women in business, and she's going to have 24 experts talking about ways to enhance and grow your business, and it's really going to be an amazing telesummit. So visit capricesmith.com, and then you can find out more information about that as well. I like to share events that I know are going to provide you with some media information and just fun, family fun, or business, women trying to improve themselves. I hope you guys have your glass of wine or your tea or your coffee and your feet are kicked up, because we're going to have an amazing hour of relaxation, rejuvenation, and education. Again, as I mentioned, you're listening to Stress Less Radio, and our two guests, Shameeka Hunt and Ayanna Castro, are going to really pour into you ladies this evening, so don't go anywhere. And then my BFF, everyone who is on my Facebook, you know who my BFF is. It's Capri Smith, and she is in a contest for the Miss Corporate America Ambassador. As many of you know, I am competing for Miss Corporate America for 2015, so I'll be traveling to Florida, Orlando, Florida, March the 3rd through the 7th in order to compete. The actual competition is on March the 7th. And my BFF, Capri Smith, is actually the reigning Mrs. Corporate America, and she wants to continue to wear that crown as an ambassador for the pageant. So what I need everyone that's listening to do is to go to Facebook and go to the Miss Corporate America pageant page, like the page, and then scroll down to her picture. She's the beautiful queen in purple, and make sure you like her picture as well. So like the page and like the picture. She needs all the votes she can get so that she can remain an ambassador. So I support her because she's the reason I'm even competing for Miss Corporate America to help grow my business. So I'm excited about that. Make sure you visit the page, like the page, and then also go down to her picture. She's the fourth picture down in purple with the beautiful crown on her head, and hit like. That's all you do. 2 clicks and you're done. And she would really, really appreciate your support. Now, in order to keep in touch with me, Chere Cofield International, you can visit me on ChereCofieldInternational.com. And then also you can visit me on all my social media sites, Chere Cofield INT. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, wherever you have some social media, I am there. And I would love for you guys to stay in contact with me. Make sure you visit ChereCofieldInternational.com and sign up for my newsletter. There I also share different events going on in the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area, as well as giving you free stress tips and ways to relax, rejuvenate, and get educated. So make sure you do that, and also take the free stress quiz that's on my website and get your stress score. You can find out how stressed are you, how soon do you need some help. So make sure you go to ChereCofieldInternational.com, take the free stress quiz, and sign up for the newsletter. Now, every week, we promise we bring you a relaxation destination of the week. So last week, we took you to Hawaii. This week, the relaxation destination is Barbados. That's right, Barbados. I've never personally been to Barbados, but I hear it's really, really beautiful. Their weather right now, during the day it's 84 degrees, and in the evenings it's 74. So I would totally like to trade places with this weather here in the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area where it's icy. So our way to relax and rejuvenate, our relaxation destination, the Barbados, they're known for their it's a small island, but they're known for their beaches, a great place to relax and unwind. So when you're doing your creative visualization, you can imagine yourself there on the island, Get your perfect spot and shade. We don't want you getting sunburned. Make sure you get your favorite drink. I'm a wine drinker, so I'll have my wine beside me, and I'll wiggle my toes in the sand. Make sure you use that creative visualization to relax, de-stress, unwind. Take yourself on a mini mental vacation to Barbados throughout the week. So that's our spot that we're taking you to all week. When you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling overwhelmed, think about Barbados. There are some beautiful pictures online of Barbados. You can see the beautiful water and the sand and the beaches, and you can just imagine yourself there, and it'll take you out of the stressful situation that you're under temporarily. Or if you have a long time, you can stay there as long as you like. But if you're at work, don't say Chere Cofield, the stress manager, told you to stay there. We're not doing that. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is talk about the stress tip of the week. Each week we give you a stress tip for those that are new and listening to the show. The stress tip this week is talking about finances. That's right. That's the biggest stressor in the world right now is finances and financial difficulty. Before, in earlier years, you could live off of a single-family income household, but now that's next to impossible to do. You need as many incomes as possible in a household. But one way to de-stress and minimize your stress when it comes to finances is to live within your means. What does that mean? That means if you are going to make a purchase and it's causing you stress at the time of purchase, then maybe that's not the purchase that you should be making because it may be causing you more stress later down the line when it's time to pay for it. So just make wise decisions. Stop trying to be like the Joneses. Don't chase after what everybody else has, the new car, the new house. Be content with what you have, the things that you have, as long as you have sustenance and covering and your family is being well fed and taken care of and clothed. That's the thing that you want to ask for, and that keeps you less stressed. But when you're chasing after the newest and the latest thing, the technology, and it's really not in your budget or in your means, then that's when you're going to cause that unnecessary stress in your life. Create a budget like we talked about. Have a budget, list all of your bills out, and then find out what you have extra. And if you want to do some extra spending after that, then that's fine. But make sure that the necessities are taken care of first. So this week's stress tip is for you to watch your finances, spend wisely. So for the next week, watch where you're wasting money and see what changes you could make in your life in order to save and maybe save those finances for something better, like maybe a trip to the Barbados. That would be great, right? So just make sure you have your budget, stick to your budget. And I know one of my weaknesses has always been to spend money on fast food. So I've really been cutting down on spending money on fast food because the money that I spend on that, I could have a healthier meal right at home. So just one of the tips that I like to share every week, and next week we'll have another great tip. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday at 6 p.m. to Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield. Again, anyone that has a comment or if you have a question, you can press 1 at any time and we'll be queued and we can let you come on in and share your comment. Make sure you tune in next week. We have 2 dynamic guests that are going to be on the show next week. Her Life magazine, Representative Patricia Watts, is going to be on here talking about the Her Life magazine, as well as another stress manager. That's right. I met another stress manager, Matea, and she's going to be on here talking about some stress management, ways that we can manage stress. So that should be a great show. The two of us of like minds will be talking about ways to de-stress and relax and help you to get over some of that stress that we all have. Because regardless of what walk of life we're from, we can't totally avoid stress. Stress is here to stay. But we can manage it to the point where it does not adversely affect our health. Now, with that said, we're going to go on and we're going to talk about our first guest. And I'm going to talk about this young lady because I know her. I've known her for a couple of years now, and she's really good friends. I met her through my twin power, Cheryl Wood. Her name is Ayanna Castro, and this lady is phenomenal. And I'm going to read her bio, and then after I read her bio, we're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Ayanna. So let me just tell you about her first so you can get your mouth watering. Ayanna Castro is the creative maven behind Work Your Package. Doesn't that sound good? Work Your Package. And I'm sure she'll tell us what that means very shortly. She's the host of the annual Women's Conference and is the author of Work Your Package, the guide of being the total package. Her mission is to encourage women of all races and socioeconomic backgrounds to celebrate who they are while sharing the tools and resources they need to become better versions of themselves. She's passionate about empowering others to excel, and she's an external cheerleader of women knowing they have all that it takes to be extraordinary. Not only is she a wife, but she's also a proud mother of 2 daughters. She's a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. She's originally from New York City. She holds a bachelor's degree in deviant behavior and social control from John Jay College of Criminal Justice, I'm getting tongue-tied here, and an associate's degree in business administration. And she holds a certification of certified administrative professional with specialization in organizational management from the International Association of Administrative Professionals. And her professional experience includes various industries such as city government, law, public relations, private equity, utilities, and media. This natural-born maven, Ayanna Castro's goal is to gather and share information with women to help them become the total package, which includes personal branding, finances, health and wellness, beauty, style, career, and purposing your passion. Wow. I know I said a mouthful, right? That tells you just how amazing Ayanna is. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. But you know what? I'm going to go on and bring Ayanna on. We have like 5 more minutes before commercial break. So I'm going to bring Ayanna on, and we'll start talking to her, and then we'll take our commercial break. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Ayanna to the show.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Ayanna, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am doing great. Work Your Package. I love it. Tell everybody more about Work Your Package. I love it. Tell everyone a little bit more about it.
Started off from a very vain point of view. I told a girlfriend of mine, she used to complain, oh, I'm too this, I'm too that. And my thing to her was, girl, work your package. If you just make one person walk into a wall, preferably your husband, you have done your job for the day. What I realized is that message went like way beyond just your physical appearance. It had to do with all of you. So when you present yourself to the world, they get to see the physical manifestation of everything else that you're working on internally. So your health and wellness is important because if you're stressed, you look stressed. And your stress will carry out all the way through everything else. It'll show up, like you said, in your finances. It will show up in your personal branding, how people perceive you. It will show up in the way that you show up, you know, style-wise. Because if you're stressed out, you're really not trying to look cute. You know, you're not, you know what I mean? Like, you're not really trying to do all of that. You're not worrying about your career because you're so stressed out that you're not thinking about it. You're not thinking about pursuing your passion because you're stressed. So when you take care of yourself internally, that's how you physically manifest it externally when everything else is taken care of.
Yeah, and I know that you are one of the most confident ladies that I know, and I love it because when I say she works her package, ladies and gentlemen on the line, she works her package, and I love it because, you know what, people around you, they exude that energy from you. So when you come in with that confident demeanor, it rubs off on other people. Now we know that your life is not perfect, just like no one else's life is. So tell everyone, how did you get to that point where you said, you know what, I'm working my package, I'm comfortable, regardless of any challenges or stresses in life that I may have?
Well, actually, it started, I want to say, close to 12 years ago when I realized that I was dealing with an issue that people don't like to talk about, which is infertility. You know, a lot of people don't like to talk about it, and I approached it from a manner of, well, I'm going to educate myself. And the more educated I became about it, the more confident I felt speaking about it. For a very long time, I tried to stay quiet about it. I wouldn't share with anybody what I was going through. They saw me crying a lot. They didn't see me at baby showers anymore. You know, I would send a gift, but I wouldn't be there. And people started noticing. So when I empowered myself to learn more about how I can help myself and the different procedures I can go through and finding a specialist and things like that, I think that really changed the way I looked at things. Because I figured if I can go through, you know, subcutaneous and intramuscular injections and, you know, getting blood drawn every other day, and if I can go through all of that and still make my nurse laugh, like hysterically laugh, because I would say, okay, well, you got one more vial of blood left, honey, and that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. If I can do that in the midst of wanting to fall out and cry, because I don't know about anybody else, but infertility can drain your bank account. It can drain you emotionally. It can break apart marriages. If I could withstand through that, then everything else, honestly, was really easy, really where it came from. And so, you know, thankfully, thank you, Lord, I got two little pretty babies now. And I look at them every day, and it's every day my goal is to show them what a woman looks like who's pursuing their passion. That's my job. Because I'm not going to say I bargained with God, but I told him, look, help me out on this one, and I promise you, I'm going to go whichever way you tell me to go. You know how you bargain with God. Tell the truth. Send him bargain, Lord, whichever way you tell me to go, I'm going to do it. So I did it. And just so happens he gave me two girls. So, you know, that's how and now they're working their packages. Yes, and now both of them are working their package. They are. My little Girl Scout, my little dancing school star, yes, they are. Yes, they are. So that's where the confidence came from.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we are going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to you about, you always say something about listening to the little birdie, and that's so important when you're trying to manage stress and find your way in life and work your package. So when we come back, I want you to touch on listening to the little birdie. Don't go anywhere. You're tuned in to Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield and my special guest, Ayanna Castro. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The exclusive Blacklist, February 12th, featuring delectable wines from African-American wineries. Meet jazz legend Marcus Johnson and shoe crazy wines Gwen Hurt and others. Delicious food provided by our sponsor, Boss Chi Catering, as well as live jazz. February 12th at the picturesque Virginia War Memorial. Tickets are $75 for this historical and trailblazing event. Become a part of history. Get your tickets today at www.thevinewineclub.com or by calling 804-993-4130. You don't want to miss this.
To all of my female entrepreneurs, it's time to expand your region and business profits. Are you networking in the same locale and viewing the same guest list over and over? Do you find your colleagues are referring new business and its clients that you already have in your portfolio? Are you industry stagnant? And are your social groups and events filled with the same people? If you answer yes to just one of these questions, it's time to expand internationally. You are cordially invited to petition for attendance to an all-female exclusive and private event featuring the power of 52 women, the East Coast International Business Symposium, hosted by rockstar entrepreneur and international business consultant Erica A. Murray and multimedia distributor and expert Letitia M., and moderator Ms. Joan Henry of the Women's Entrepreneur Expo, beginning February 28, 2015 in Baltimore, Maryland, March 28th in New York, April 18th in Washington, D.C., May the 23rd in Atlanta, Georgia, June the 20th in Boston, Massachusetts, and September, Africa. If you are serious about your business, don't miss this event. Go to www.thepowerof52women.com for more information. Once again, go to www.thepowerof52women.com and register today. This is an event you don't want to miss.
If you're the parent of a child with behavioral challenges that has been suspended, expelled, or just not able to make it in a traditional school setting, there is an alternative. Call the Metropolitan Day School today. Licensed and accredited grades K through 12. Call 804-321-2595. Financial assistance and after-school programs are available. Let's turn this school year around right now at the Metropolitan Day School, where Eagles soar. Call Ms. Thomas today. 804-321-2595.
Most people are held captive by being an employee or self-employed. Heroes Academy helps break these chains that bind them. Our financial school has 2 courses of study. First, one for people who want to transition to become business owners, and the second for students who want to learn to become an investor. For more information, please go to heroacad.com.
All right, we are back, and you're tuned in to Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield, and my guest, maven behind Work Your Package, Mrs. Ayanna Castro, is on the line, and we were talking to her about, she always talks about listening to the little birdie. So I wanted her to touch a little bit on that and ways to de-stress and live the life you want to live. One of those important pieces is to listen to the little birdie. So Ayanna, share some more information with us about that.
Well, the little birdie is just that little voice inside of you that kind of pushes you towards the way you should go. We have a tendency to cause more stress in our life because we don't listen, and we think we know best. And sometimes that little nudge doesn't always make logical sense. You know, I'll give an example. Yesterday, I did not leave the house the time that I usually leave the house. And I was a little annoyed because everything that I did that delayed me leaving the house was necessary, but I was mad because I didn't leave the house when I needed to. So I drove my daughters to school, dropped them off, and on my way back to work, there was a horrible car accident. I mean, terrible car accident. And all I kept thinking was, I was so pressed to leave the house on time. Had I been 5 minutes, 2 minutes maybe earlier, that could have been my car in the intersection. So listening to the little birdie alleviates a lot of the stress because, honestly, it comes from a place of calm. It comes from a place of knowing what's best for you. If you feel yourself in a position where you're constantly defending yourself and you have to explain why you need to take a minute or why you need to decompress or why your 1 cup of green tea in the morning is necessary before you start your day, look at your surroundings. You know what I mean? Look at your surroundings and say, is this conducive to me? The little birdie will let you know. The little birdie will let you know when it's time to leave a job. It will tell you when it's time to leave a relationship, romantic or otherwise. It will let you know exactly what it is that you need to do because the little birdie is really there to preserve you. It's about self-preservation. When you get kind of out of whack, you will feel off balance. I feel that the little birdie's job, honestly, is to keep you moving forward towards what your purpose is and what it's intended for in this life. When you're veering off that path, that's when the stress starts showing up. Just like you said earlier about the finances, when you start trying to keep up with the Joneses, but your purpose, honestly, is to ensure that your household is taken care of, that your children are fed, that they're, clothes on their back, that you know that you're trying to start this nest egg because you want to start this business off. Every single time you go against that, you're going to feel stressed.
Yeah.
So listening to the little birdie really is about self-preservation.
Yes, it is. Woo. Can we get a hand clap? I told you we get some clappers up on this show. We need some hand claps up in here. Listen to that inner voice. It's there for a reason. It's that intuition. It's that voice that's telling you there's either time for change, there's time for some adjustments, there's time for something. And when we ignore it, as Ayanna mentioned, that's when we start to stress more that's when we start to have those problems and we start to have the headaches and the palpitations, and because we know something's just not right. And we know what we need to do to fix it. All the time we're hesitant to do it, but we know what we need to do in order to fix it. For anyone that just tuned in, you're listening to Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield, and I am speaking with my guest, Ayanna Castro, and we're talking about working your package. And we all like to work our package. You know how you feel when you put on that nice dress or that outfit that fits you just so. Well, you can work your package all the time. All you have to do is talk to Ayanna, and she's going to tell you how. And hopefully you guys have your glass of wine or your hot cup of tea, and you got your heels kicked up, and you're tuning into this show. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday at 6 p.m. It's an hour of relaxation, rejuvenation, and education. Now, Ayanna, you have a conference coming up, the Work Your Package Conference. I'm so thrilled that I get to be a speaker and bless your stage. So I'm excited about it. But
I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited.
Yes. Well, get pumped and tell all the listeners about it.
My second annual Work Your Package Conference, Women's Conference, is going to be on Saturday, March 28th, at the hotel in Arundel Preserve in Hanover, Maryland. And the purpose of this conference is to educate, encourage, and equip women from all walks of life to enhance what they already have to be the total package and to be extraordinary. So the people that I've brought in to speak touch on, the different facets that really make a woman whole. So I have the wonderful and beautiful Miss Chere Cofield speaking on health and wellness. I have Cashmere Jones, who is the owner and master makeup artist for 100% Cashmere. She is thebomb.com when it comes to being a makeup artist, and she's going to teach people how to accentuate their best features. I have Kathy E. Smith, who is the chief marketing strategist for C2 Internet Marketing Strategies, and she's going to talk about, social media strategies and personal branding. I have Sonia Smith-Valentine, the CEO and founder of Financially Fierce, to talk about how your personal finances could be possibly hurting and harming your career. And I also have Tamara Stallings, who is the owner of Go Be Great, and she is a career strategist, and she's going to talk about finding that niche for you. Not everybody is cut out for entrepreneurship. Some people do extraordinarily well working in corporate America, but they have to find their niche. And lastly, I have Bianca Thompson, who is the CEO and founder of B. Foxy. B. Foxy has styled, stars at television shows, award shows. She is all that and a whole handbag full of chips. And then, of course, I will be rounding it all out. I'll be rounding it all out with speaking about Work Your Package, and I'll be digging in a little bit deeper about listening to Little Birdie and making sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people, having a personal board of directors. And they can eliminate or add to your stress. That's why you have to be very careful with who you're around. You may have a vision for something. You can have a vision. I know people say, protect your vision, don't always share it. Tell you when it's okay to share. You know what I mean? And you will find yourself in a circle, in an environment where you can share your vision, and not only will you get support, you will get doors open for you that you had no idea would open for you just because you spoke it in the right circle at the right time. So I truly believe in having a personal board of directors, because the board of directors and the little birdie go hand in hand. You don't want a bunch of bobbleheads, because bobbleheads will get you in trouble. Bobbleheads will be standing with you in sackcloth like, you the girl bought the $600 shoes. A board of directors member will look at you like you fell and hit your head and say, don't you have a website to build? Like, no, like your board of directors and a bobblehead, they clash. You need a board of directors. You need somebody who's on your side, who will fight for you and with you, and will correct you when you're wrong. Because my board is thorough. Let me explain something to you. My board does not play with me. There have been plenty of times where I have been ready to throw my hands up and say, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to just put Work Your Package in a drawer somewhere, and we just going to deal with this later, maybe when I'm about 50. And you want to talk about somebody who got their soul blessed? They would not allow me to give up. They will not allow me to throw in the towel. They will not allow me not to be extraordinary, because that's why they were brought into my life in the first place. They were sent to me to make me extraordinary.
That's because you still have some more package to work. You still got some more to that package. Yes, you still some more to that package to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, tell everyone how they can.
So I hope that I'm very excited about this, because I'm not only a speaker at my own conference, I'm also a student. So while other people are speaking, I'm going to be taking notes too, because I want to learn too. Yes. So I want everybody to try their very best to be there. It's like I said, it's on Saturday, March 28th at the hotel at Arundel Preserve in Hanover, Maryland, not too far away from Maryland Live. So after you come hang out with me and hang out with the beautiful speakers, you can go shop or go to the casino or have some dinner or something like that. If you would like to register, you can go to www.workyourpackage2015.eventbrite.com. Again, that is workyourpackage2015.eventbrite.com. Registration ends March 15th.
Okay. And tell everyone how they can reach you as well, and if they want to find out more about Ayanna Castro.
You can contact me on Facebook. I am Ayanna Mobley Castro. On Twitter, I am Maven Ayanna. And my website is AyannaCastro.com. And on my website is a lot of blog posts, random thoughts that go through my head that all surround and all circle around Work Your Package. I'm very transparent. I'm very transparent. So I look forward to yes, I am. I look forward to the interaction, because I believe that transparency builds you into a better woman when you're a little bit more transparent, because not everybody has it all together all the time. Let's be real.
That is so true. I don't care who you are. Like I said, stress is here to stay. Everybody has that moment. We all have stuff. I call it stuff, junk, whatever you want to call it. We all have it. And we all are trying. We all really have the same goal in life, and that's to make it each day to the next day. So I definitely appreciate you being a guest on Stress Less Radio. Everybody, please look up Ayanna. Look up Work Your Package Conference. I'm excited to be a part of it. She really has done a phenomenal job putting it together with her board of directors that's keeping her straight. And make sure you register. Register for this. We have to support one another, and also go places where we know we're going to be poured into and we're going to get educated and get to know some people. It's going to be networking. It's going to be laughs. Believe me, we're going to have some laughs with Ayanna. So make sure you register. Tell them the website one more time, Ayanna, before I let you go.
The website to register is workyourpackage2015.eventbrite.com.
All right, now she should be blowing up, because we should see some people registering, because we need you guys to work your package. And if everybody's working their package, the world's going to be a better place. Thank you so much, Ayanna. I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you so much, Chere.
At the conference, but I'm sure I'll see you before the conference, and we're on social media together, so we'll chit-chat later anyway. But thank you so much for being a part of Stress Less Radio. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to bring on my next exciting guest, Miss Shameeka Hunt, who's another fabulous lady doing great things in the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area, and she's going to pour into you and tell you 3 points on how to stress less and how she manages her busy life as well. So don't go anywhere. You're tuned in to Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield on May We Help You Radio Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is Caprice Smith, your uncuffed living expert. I want to take a moment and speak to my women entrepreneurs. If you have your own business card in the name of your business, but you struggle when someone asks what it is you do, that is a problem. If you are not making money that's going to build your legacy and sustain your family, that is a problem. I invite you to hop on over to capricesmith.com, join my free newsletter, and while you're there, schedule your strategy session. I want to help you uncover some things that you should already know. I spent 20 years perfecting my craft, and I'm willing to share all of what I know with you today. If you're not living uncuffed, you're just not living. And if you're cuffed in your business, your clients will know that and they won't invest in you. So let's connect. Until next time, have an awesome day.
Are you frustrated, disappointed, discouraged with your life? Are you angry with God? What's holding you back from fulfilling your purpose? Are you struggling as a leader in ministry? Do you believe you have an end-time calling? If you answered yes to any of these questions, tune in to The Waymakers on MWHY Radio Network every other Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here to support you. Join us to get the answers that will prepare the way of the Lord in your life.
Cap City, get ready. EJ from the Top presents a Valentine evening of smooth jazz and classic soul featuring Wade Elliott, former lead singer of Blue Magic. Wade Elliott of Blue Magic. Also performing, it's the jazz band Smooth Concept, along with comedians Black Magic and Tin Man. That's Valentine's Day, February 14th at the Top, located at 10 Walnut Alley in Shaco Bottom. It's Wade Elliott, former lead singer of the legendary Blue Magic, performing all of their hits. It's the best jazz in Richmond from the Smooth Concepts Band and Show, along with comedians Black Magic and Tin Man, with your host, the Butterfly Queen. That's Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th, showtime, 5 p.m. Tickets are just $25 in advance, $35 at the door. For more information, call 647-2592. That's 647-2592. Valentine's Day. Spend the night with Wade Elliott of Blue Magic, live at the Top, 10 Walnut Alley in Shaco Bottom. Don't miss it.
Hi, my name is Letitia M., owner of May We Help You Network. I want to thank you for joining us and enjoying our hosts here on MWHY Radio Network. Please visit us online at mwhyradio.com and like us on facebook.com/MWHY Radio. Tune in to learn more about our hosts and upcoming contests and our TV programming that will be coming to you soon. MWHY Radio, bringing together business, community, and you.
Welcome back, everyone. You're tuned in to Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield on May We Help You Radio Network. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday, 6 p.m. It's just an hour of relaxation, rejuvenation, and education. In case you weren't on the show earlier, our relaxation destination of the week is Barbados. That's right. The weather right now is 74 to 84 degrees every day in Barbados. Oh, I wish I was there right now. Changing it up from this icy cold weather we have here in the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area. But that's okay. Spring is around the corner. As my personal trainer says, spring is on the way. You better get them bodies right. So make sure you do that. Exercise is a good way of stressing less as well. My next guest, Mrs. Shameeka Hunt. She's a wife. She's a mother of 2 children. She's an engineer and a business owner. Her passion and persistence have paved her entrepreneurial path in such a way that it allows her to stress less and be more productive. With the ingenuity of an engineer, drive of a mogul, and heart of a mom, she creates solutions to help people look and feel their absolute best. And she encourages others to be the best they can be and fulfill their purpose. In her spare time, Shameeka enjoys traveling and spending fun time with her family. I am so looking forward to talking to Shameeka. She's going to help us appreciate 3 points to stress less by getting organized, being in control, and having fun. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Shameeka Hunt to the show. Hi, Shameeka. How are you?
Hi there. Good, and yourself?
I am great. Thank you so much for being a part of Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield. I'm excited to have you on the show tonight. I love your 3 points about stressing less. getting organized, being in control, and having fun. So I'm going to give you the mic and let you talk to us about, let's start with getting organized. I love it.
Sure. So going with your theme of stressing less, I find that we just have to get organized. I always hear people say, oh, yeah, my paper's all crazy on the desk. I know where things are at. But mentally, physically, it causes unseen stress because there's good and bad stresses, but folks don't understand that when you're not organized, when you don't have things in its proper place, when your calendar is not organized, I really recommend folks to have a very holistic view of their calendar of family, business, personal, social, so that at all times you're understanding, okay, what's going on. You can prepare so you're not running around with the chicken with its head cut off and stress.
Exactly.
Just little things, because at first it might seem like a burden and, oh, my gosh, how am I going to get this together? But if you do something every day, you receive things in the mail, put them away, file them away. And don't wait until things pile up. Then you're late. You're late on bills. You're late on, meeting a deadline or an opportunity, for that matter. It just reduces your stress level.
Yes, and now I know you talk about being organized, and some people, you're going to have that one or two people that says, but I don't have enough space. What would you say to that person?
You have enough space. There's enough files. You do with what you have and the way that allows you to get to what you need to access from a day-to-day or file away. There's accordions. There's so many things out there that even with limited space, even if you're in a 500-square-foot apartment, you can really organize and tightly confine what is needed. So there's no excuses. I always say take that as an excuse for not doing something.
Yeah, exactly. And when you have clutter all around you, it's going to clutter your thoughts. It's going to clutter, your mind. So it's so important to have have organization. Mm-hmm. Yes, and then you're going to have the stress of, oh my goodness, look at this mess I've created. Then you're going to have the stress that when you're looking for something that you really, really need, you won't be able to find it. Exactly. Yep. So that's creating more stress than what you need right there. So
you got that right.
Definitely getting organized is majorly important. So let's move on to being in control. Why do you say being in control is so important when you're talking about stress and less?
Just being, there's all aspects. Being in control of your mind, being in control of your emotions, and being in control of your actions. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, the excuses are for the birds. We as individuals can step up and take control of what it is that we desire, what it is that we want, what it is that we don't want. I always say, hey, be in control of your space, who is around you in your space, who is influencing you in your space, and if it's not getting you to where you need to be, then it's like the birds. They have to go. They need to fly away. You need to rid yourself of those things. I don't think a lot of times that we as individuals understand the power and the control that we do have to reach our destiny, to fulfill our purposes. If we really became more conscious of who and what is around us in our space and taking up our energy all the time.
Yes, that is so important, especially being in control of who's taking up your space and your energy, because they can have a positive or negative effect. I just had a conversation with my twin sister last year. We were talking about people and positivity and negativity, and when you have negative people around you, you're going to get that negative feedback. You're not negative plus negative does not equal positive in any way, shape, or no math that I know. So
and it drains you.
Positive people, it does.
It drains you, and you want to reduce that stress level so that you can focus on the mission at hand or the task at hand.
And when you're around negative people, they make you second guess yourself. You could be doing something that you're really, really loving or enjoying, and then they're making you second guess yourself because of their negative energy. So, definitely.
Absolutely. So it is important from the mind, the emotions, and especially when you're in business, to not let your emotions take hold of you or control you from making rational and logical decisions. So So it's really just you want to always step back and look at things from a very clear, very non-objective viewpoint. And that's a way that you can really control from, it's very easy for our emotions to jump in and take over, but then that's when we're not thinking clearly. And it plays into what we were just talking about with the organization, if we can't step back and look at everything very clear and transparent.
Yeah, definitely. And then you talk about having fun. Oh, my goodness, I love to have fun. I love to have fun. But if you're stressed out, you really are a sourpuss. You really are the downer of the party if you are stressed out. So talk to us about having fun.
I think at the end of the day, you have to enjoy yourself. I mean, if you're not having fun, then you really should check yourself. You should reevaluate what are you doing? What do you want? Yes, that doesn't mean you don't work hard, but when you are stressed and you're not having fun, it drains you. It drains you in a negative way, not draining you as I could just continue to do what I love and the passion. But you're, just mentally you're not there. You're not focused.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're having fun, enjoying it, it's like you could be doing it 24/7. It's not like work. You're just, wow. You really feel like you're walking. You are, because I'm a big proponent of walking your purpose. You know then that you're walking in your purpose when your hard work and your dedication and you're having fun because you're giving something of yourself that, one, no one else can give for you, and you enjoy it. It comes natural. And I think once you break that point, any of us breaks the point of knowing who we are, what we were created to do, and what we enjoy to do, then that's when we all become successful. And it doesn't matter what, your mom, your dad, your siblings, your neighbors want to tell you or, dictate who you should be and want to be. But you have to, as you grow and are becoming an adult, to find that out for yourself and say, you know what, this is me, this is my life. It may not register with a whole bunch of folks, but I know I'm doing well, I'm having fun, I'm making a stamp and making a change.
Indeed,
so you got to enjoy. Laugh a little. You're going to cry, you're going to have pains and aches, but at the end of the day, you can put a smile on your face and keep it moving.
That's right. Just like we said earlier, everybody has stuff. We all got junk. We all got junk. I'm going to say we got junk.
Exactly. But what's going to rise to the top?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And when we have that junk and we overcome that junk, that's what makes us even better people than what we already are. So I'm just going to recap on those 3 ways that you found that helps you to stress less. Get organized. Be in control. Have fun. It's okay to have fun. I mean, look at children. Children are the happiest beings in the world. We have to tell them, stop having so much fun, and they're so happy while they're doing it. But if we adopt that same attitude, not that we're being immature in our decisions and our lifestyles, but if we adopt that, you know what, I'm going to have fun like a kid today. In my downtime, oh, my goodness, can you imagine the endorphins that'll be released? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
We'll be
it's a mindset.
A stress-less nation.
Exactly. It's a mindset. We all be happier.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
And you talk about not only helping people to feel the absolute best, but tell my listeners about the solutions that you have to help people look their best, because that's a little secret about them about you that they don't know yet.
Yeah, so I took my engineering skills and my mommy, I guess the life change of becoming a mom, and transformed that into an undergarment that I developed for the ab area, the most troublesome area for all of us women. But not only is it going to flatten, cinch your abs, but there's the health and wellness aspect with back support and helping your posture. So it was a personal need. I developed it for myself and then put it out there on the market. But as I tell folks, this is an undergarment, part of your what you wear every day, but you also still need to have that inside-out experience. This is still a supplement and is made to be a supplement to your exercise nutritional regimens. Because
and you said it's for ab and waist control? Your abs and your waist, is that what it controls?
Your abs, so it's for the abdominal area. It flattens your abs, but it also provides back support and helps your posture.
Oh, wow.
So there's the
that
aesthetic.
Back support is very important.
Back
support is very important because every part of your spine leads to an organ. And if one part is out of line, you can have health issues and not even know it. I know I go to the chiropractor to get realigned because every morning I used to get in the car and be nauseous. And I'm like, what in the world? I know I'm not pregnant, so why am I nauseous every day? I needed to be realigned, and it's so amazing. And depending on what part of your back, look it up online. I mean, just I'm going to have Dr. Raymond Miller, who's my chiropractor, on the show in a few weeks, and he's going to talk about that natural health and that you can heal your body just through chiropractic, making sure that spine is aligned. So I really appreciate that part about back support. But we're coming down to a close of our show. So tell everyone how they can find out more information about you and your garment that's going to help that outside, so that they can feel good and they can work their package like Ayanna talked about.
Sure. So the website is keepmetight.com, KeepMeTight.com. On social media, everything is Keep Me Tight. So you can't miss
Keep Me Tight.
Twitter,
I love it.
Facebook. It's made personal. And then I also invite ladies. I said I'm all about health and wellness. I have the KMT Posh Club, which is all about invoking lifestyle changes from the inside out. That will be at the City Club of D.C. on April 18th. So I invite folks.
I forgot about that one. April 18th, right?
To visit. It's the Posh Club. Visit poshclub4.eventbrite.com and get your VIP tickets and come get educated, empowered, enlightened by medical experts, fitness experts, and the like. So it's going to be fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being a part of Stress Less Radio and May We Help You Radio Network. I love the 3 points that you gave to stressing less, that get organized, be in control, have fun. And then after you get your life together, we're going to get that body right with her garment for abs and waist control and back support. I love it. I absolutely love it. Well, Thank you. I hope everyone will go and look her up on her website. Check out her garment and see how it works and get that back support and that ab and waist control. Everybody, especially women, we're worried about those abs. We got to look flat in those dresses. So let's make sure we look her up. I look forward to speaking with you in the near future. We'll have to have you back on the show and talk to you some more about ways that you de-stress and unwind and help people feel good on the inside and out. So thank you so much, Shameeka. Have a
Thanks
good
so much, hon.
All right.
You too.
All right, everyone. You've been tuned in to Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield. We're about 3 minutes to wrapping up the show, and I want to just give a recap. Today's relaxation destination was Barbados. That's right, 74 to 84 degrees. They're known for their sandy beaches and their warm water. Oh, my goodness, I wish I was there right now trading places. Again, wanted to just shout out AM FM 247 for taking May We Help You Radio Network to a different AM and FM station across the U.S. Today I want to thank everyone who is listening in Tampa, Florida, Las Vegas, Nevada, I think it's Macomb, Georgia. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but Macomb, Georgia, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Boulder, Colorado, Richmond, Virginia, Greensville, North Carolina, and Milwaukee. We thank all of you for tuning in and listening to May We Help You Radio Network. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday at 6 p.m. to Stress Less Radio. That's right, it's an hour of relaxation, rejuvenation, and education where we bring you Stress Less Radio and we give you the key factors that you need to live a happy, healthy, harmonious lifestyle. Myself, along with my guests, we provide rich, fulfilling, and accurate information on health, wellness, fitness, and stress relief while you sit back, kick your heels up, relax, and enjoy. And so until next Tuesday, I am Chere Cofield. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Don't miss the hour of relaxation, rejuvenation, and education. And look me up on the web, ChereCofieldInternational.com. Make sure you friend me on all your social media sites, Chere Cofield INT. And until next Tuesday, don't forget to stress less.